Hello, everyone. It's me, Jad, or Foxy, or JH, or whatever the hell you want to call me. So, as you can see, today is a different type of video and not the usual roleplay ones, or whatever. Today, I'll be talking about the new books that my friend Eleanor, whose channel will be linked in the description, wrote, taking a dive into the past of the RP before Season 1 and everything. Specifically, the sister location back in 2003. Now, be aware the books are not 100% canon, meaning that there are a few things and details that aren't canon, but the events and story are pretty accurate and canon, including the characters that you may have not heard of before because they didn't appear in the roleplay. But these books will pave the way for their future appearance, so be on the lookout for that. Also, most of the fun times back then weren't possessed, except a few, like Baby and Ballora and Holbit and one more. Uh, Now, a few months back, I did announce the first book in the community tab, so you can go check that out if you want. And also, the link to read it will be in the description and the comments, so make sure to give them a read. They're pretty good. But today, we will be taking a dive into the first book of the Andrews, The Agony Within. Now I'm going to be summarizing the book and story, so spoilers alert for the people who don't want to hear it. Skip to this timestamp that will definitely 100% be put in editing to avoid the
Oh
song.
yeah.
100%. Alright, let's start. The story is about a girl called Era, who was forced to visit her aunt Shazinovia, who was always mysterious and creepy and built animatronics. And while there, she saw a poster of an animatronic whose name was scribbled out and replaced with redacted. Which was weird, since her aunt never retired her robot, and she had a bad feeling about the animatronics. Then she told her boyfriend Elijah, who was interested in robotics, to meet Shazinovia too. One day when she went to visit her aunt, she saw that she was bleeding, but her aunt just told her it was an accident and told her to leave. And as she was leaving, she tripped and saw a trapdoor underneath. She wanted to find out more, so one day, while her aunt was out of town, she broke into her house with her boyfriend Elijah and her friend Alicia, and went down some stairs and were in an elevator, in what seemed to be like an old underground facility storing animatronics of some sorts. During their time there, they saw a few animatronics like Funtime Foxy, Funtime Freddy, Bon Bon, Ballora, Baby, Redacted, and more. There was also a robotic companion who was called Hand Unit who was telling them to do tasks, and while they were doing them, Alicia and Elijah get picked off one by the animatronics, and the elevator was destroyed by Bon Bon, as they were ordered to do so by Redacted. And at the end, Redacted tried to kill Aira. Now, this is where the story splits because there are two endings, and only one is canon, which is shown in the second book. In ending A, while Aira was about to get killed by Redacted, she found a convenient has wrench on the ground and shoved it into Redacted's neck, causing Redacted to fall to the ground and stiffen while oil oozed out, and Aira runs away up the stairs. In ending B, Aira runs into the scooping room while Redacted was on her tail, and as Aira was cornered, Redacted was right in front of the scooper, ready to kill her. But something mysterious was behind the glass and activated the scooper, destroying Redacted, and Aira took the chance and ran up the stairs to escape. And that's where the first story concludes. Now, of course, this was a summary, and the real one is worth a read. It's not too big and it's not too small. And for someone writing a book for the first time, it's pretty darn good. Of course, things could be improved, and I think they have been in in the second book and in future books that will come out. Now, my own critique was at first that there was a lot of talking going on, but it was fine. but the sister location parts were pretty good and exciting. So yeah. Now ending A for me was a bit anticlimactic, and the fast wrench was really convenient. However, ending B is definitely way better and leaves us with mystery. The second book did come out, but it'll have its own video, and you should definitely read that, which I will announce on the community tab also. And that book will show which ending was the true one, and it's pretty well done. Now, maybe a lot of people are gonna be confused on who all these new characters added in the book are. As I said, these characters were always there, just not in the RP or the videos themselves, since they didn't really have the chance to appear, nor have a reason to appear in the main plotline. But they'll get their time sooner or later. It's still crazy to me that one small RP has books now, and despite not being that popular and not having that much reception, it just shows how much we care about this RP and the effort we put in the series itself. Again, thanks a lot to Eleanor, whose channel will be in the description and the comments. And I'm looking forward for more stories, and I hope you are too. See ya, guys. Make sure to read the book or I'll kill your